Wow. Well, I'm not planning on this for to be a big, long video. Sorry. Why am I laughing? The world's falling apart and I'm sitting here laughing. Anyway, I think what I want to talk about just for a few minutes is how everything's interconnected. I keep saying that. The world's a big place. The federal government is not an evil big entity. It's a infrastructure that often behind the scenes enables us to do the things that we do. Even for people who are, billionaires, like, how do they not see that they're able to become billionaires largely because of the infrastructure? Could they do that in a country where basic sanitation isn't secure, where police and fire don't exist, where they have their basic needs met, like heat and hot water, and living in a comfortable space where their basic survival needs are met so that they have the ability to then think about good ideas and think creatively and do cool stuff? I mean, really? Wow. It's pretty crazy. Not to mention that tons and tons of government contracts pay for a lot of the things that go on in this country. And then in turn, the people, businesses, et cetera, that get paid from those government contracts also then help. They buy things, right? Like they buy things from the billionaires because they have the money, that some of which may have been provided by the federal government, like farmers and business owners who got maybe a small business administration loan. I don't have any issue with any of this. It's kind of how the world works. And I was interested to find out that the federal government really isn't that big in comparison to the size of the population, especially the workforce. It's actually pretty small as when compared to the population. But, these people who just have this all or nothing worldview and have no fucking idea what they're talking about, you all make me sick. I literally have no respect for you in any way, shape, or form. Like, to me, you are like, um, you're like dust mites, okay? Like, that's how much I value your opinion. I value your opinion about this stuff about as much as I would a dust mite, because you literally have no idea what you're talking about. And it's fine. You can feel however you want to feel about stuff, and you could have an opinion about stuff. But when your opinions are so ridiculously outside the bigger context of things and are acting to support what does appear to many reasonable people and smart people and subject matter experts in particular areas to be a move toward authoritarianism, when your opinions and feelings actually bolster that and support it, I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you say, we won the election and therefore you just have to put up with this. And what did we put up with the last 4 years? Like, if that's really where your energy vibration is, and how it's so I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit. Sorry. I don't care. Yeah. It's yeah, democracy is just not negotiable. And I'm thinking all the way back to the ancestors of mine who fought in world wars against authoritarianism, against Nazis, against Mussolini, like they literally fought against this stuff. So, I don't know exactly what happened to your brains, or I don't know what happened to, convince you that you could even possibly live in that kind of energy vibration. I don't, I mean, I guess it's a combination of super right-wing media that just spews out a bunch of shit. And, y'all have let yourself you have let yourself be inculcated into that or believe that stuff, so whatever, that's on y'all. But, yeah, I certainly don't have all the answers, and, I mean, I like to look at things rationally, and there's nothing wrong with doing things in an efficient manner, but you have to start from a starting point of looking at a picture. I mean, please, I actually do strategic planning with like nonprofits and businesses. And when you're doing strategic planning, you take a look at the whole picture, but you look at the whole picture. You just wouldn't go into an organization and attack one department and say, that's waste and fraud. You would look at the whole picture and you'd say, oh, what's the vision of this organization? Okay. And then you would look at the data and then you would look at what different departments are doing, for example. And you might have, maybe you have one department that is really good at, let's say, making sure that all the kids get their lunches 10 minutes quicker than the other groups because the person running that department is just really good at kind of like the orderly kind of thing. Okay, that's great information. So then you could say, hey, let's take a look and evaluate what are the things that you do, maybe the skills you use, the characteristics that you have um, that make that kind of your superpower. And then you could document that and say, okay, we're going to have a training to all the other um, department heads because we'd like you to also try to do some of this. Like that would be good. That's a way to create efficiency, right? Maybe you have lots of different departments that are, they each kind of they figure out their own way to get supplies, right? And one person is really good at long range thinking. And so they've really sat down and figured out, okay, for the next 9 months, I really foresee these are the supplies I'm going to need. And so they order in bulk so that they have all the supplies up front. But another person's not really as organized in their thinking or the way they do it. So they do it more piecemeal and they're always in some kind of crisis where they're like, oh, shoot, I need 20 notebooks. Oh, I should have planned better. So they end up spending more because they have to go buy 20 notebooks, whereas the person who planned ahead ordered 200 notebooks for the year. So he got them at a lower price. Like those are all like efficiency kind of things. Okay. And it's boring. It's like mundane, boring stuff. But all this vitriol and all this ridiculousness about thinking that you should just wipe out federal government departments without doing an actual analysis connected to the mission and vision, or even at least taking a look at like what are the different job things that people do. You just don't send out a letter to all these people and then just offer them some random thing to get rid of them. It's completely disconnected from any kind of reasonable business management. So, anyway, so for the people who support this, um, I have no respect for you. Bless your little heart because you are dumber than a bag of hammers. And I do not regret saying that. And let's see. How about I was going to write something here on my little board. D Ma Crazy matters. Let's do that. Matters. Democracy matters. That's it. I just wanted to do a little short video here. Wow. All right. Hope everybody has a good day. Bye.